What if the greatest distance in a relationship isn't measured in miles, but in silence? Sometimes the person sitting right across from you feels further away than anyone else in the world. Imagine this. You are sitting across from your partner at dinner. The food is warm, the light is soft, but the space between you feels vast and cold. They are physically present, their body occupying the chair, their hands holding the fork. Yet you know with a certainty that settles deep in your bones that they are not truly with you. Their mind, their heart, their essence, it is somewhere else. You see it in the way their eyes glaze over, a distant smile playing on their lips, as they stare at their phone, which is just out of your line of sight. It is a smile you haven't seen directed at you in a long time. This is a very particular kind of ache. It is the pain of absence in the midst of presence. No one has stormed out. No angry words have been exchanged. There is no lipstick on a collar, no scent of another person's perfume clinging to their clothes. The evidence is not physical, it is ethereal, yet it feels heavier than any tangible proof. We often think of cheating in very simple physical terms: a stolen kiss at an office party, a one-night stand, an ongoing physical affair. These are betrayals of the body, a violation of the promise of sexual exclusivity. The lines are clear, the actions are definable, but there is another kind of infidelity, one that can cut even deeper. Emotional cheating is a betrayal of the heart. It happens when one partner diverts their emotional energy, their intimacy, and their deep connection to someone outside of the relationship. It's not about sex, it's about secrecy, emotional intensity, and shared vulnerability. Think of the late-night text conversations that are filled with dreams, fears, and personal confessions, or the work spouse who knows more about your partner's daily struggles and triumphs than you do. It's a crisis of the soul. Why does this emotional distance hurt so profoundly? The answer lies in our neurobiology. Our brains are wired for connection. When we form a deep, trusting bond with a partner, our brains release a powerful hormone called oxytocin. Often called the cuddle hormone or bonding hormone, oxytocin is the glue that holds relationships together. It is released during physical touch like hugging or sex, but it is also released during moments of deep emotional intimacy, like sharing a vulnerable story, making eye contact or again, feeling truly seen and understood by someone. An emotional affair hijacks this very system. When your partner is sharing their deepest thoughts and receiving validation from someone else, their brain is still producing oxytocin. But it is bonding them to the new person, not to you. Our individual reactions to this threat are often shaped by our attachment styles, which are formed in early childhood. A person with an anxious attachment style might become frantic, desperate to close the distance. But regardless of attachment style, the core injury is the same. The sense of safety has been shattered. The person who is meant to be your secure base in the world has become the source of your greatest anxiety. Let's tell a story you may recognize. Her name is Sarah. For months, she had felt a growing chill in her marriage to Mark. He was distant, irritable, and constantly attached to his phone. He would take it with him to the bathroom, angle the screen away from her on the couch, and type furiously with a small private smile on his face. He told her it was just work, just friends from college, just nothing. But Sarah felt that gnawing unease, the intuition that a part of him was living a life she couldn't see. The atmosphere in their home was thick with unspoken things. One night she couldn't take it anymore. Mark had fallen asleep with his phone on the nightstand, and after a long internal battle she picked it up. Her hands were shaking. She didn't know his passcode, but he had used his fingerprint to unlock it earlier, and it hadn't relocked yet. She opened his messages, and her world fell apart. There it was, a conversation thread with a woman from his office. It wasn't just flirting, it was a novel of their life together. He had sent this other woman pictures of the sunset from their window, complained about the fight they'd had that morning, and shared his dreams for the future. Dreams he hadn't shared with Sarah in years. The words on the screen were more painful than any photograph of a physical act could have been. "You just get me in a way she doesn't," he had written. Each message was a small, sharp blade. The pain was that he had given her his heart. He had taken the private, sacred space that was supposed to belong to their marriage and invited someone else inside. In our hyper-connected digital age, the boundaries of fidelity are blurrier than ever. The very definition of cheating is undergoing a transformation, complicated by a landscape of DMS, likes, and secret online friendships. This has given rise to the concept of micro-cheating. These are not full-blown emotional affairs, but a series of small, seemingly insignificant acts that can collectively erode trust. A therapist might offer this perspective. A physical affair can sometimes be a singular event. a catastrophic mistake born of a moment's poor judgment. It can be devastating, but it is an event that can be quarantined, analyzed, and, for some couples, moved past. An emotional affair, however, is rarely a single event. It is a process. It is a slow, sustained siphoning of emotional resources from the relationship. It doesn't just happen. It is built, message by message, secret by secret. So we must all ask ourselves, what are the boundaries of our own relationships? In a world where intimacy can be built through a keyboard, loyalty is no longer just about physical presence. It is about emotional presence. The ultimate betrayal may not be who your partner sleeps with, but who they share their soul with. And so the question remains for you to carry into your own life and your own heart, which would hurt you more? We've explored the blurred lines of loyalty and betrayal in the digital age, but what do you think? Have you experienced or witnessed emotional distance in relationships? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective matters.